the PBIS Rewards web portal, through a computer's web browser, or on a mobile device. Welcome to the Introduction to PBIS Rewards. PBIS Rewards is a digital PBIS management system. It can be used by school staff on the PBIS Rewards web portal, through a computer's web browser, or on a mobile device through the PBIS Rewards staff app. Say goodbye to manually tracking PBIS and using paper tickets by creating a digital token economy through PBIS Rewards. Let's start with the key features: reward, redeem, and report. With PBIS Rewards, schools can reward students for positive behavior by awarding points. Who can reward points? Administrators, teachers and classroom staff, and support staff and paraprofessionals. PBIS Rewards even support substitute accounts and cashier accounts. All of your staff will be able to reward students on their web portal or on the mobile app. Not only can they reward any student individually, they can also award within groups. With PBIS Rewards, schools can redeem points for students through stores, events, and raffles. PBIS Rewards also includes reports. These reports help decision makers view summary data and identify trends. Some reports include the ability to drill down further into the data, and reports can be exported and saved as CSVs. Let's take a look at Reward, Redeem, and Report in the PBIS Rewards staff web portal. This is the main page where a staff member can reward a student. Just search for a student's name with a few letters, select that student, select the points you want to award, and press Reward. The system takes care of automatically tracking the student's balances and how many points that student has earned. These expectations that you see here are customizable, so schools can either add in their own expectations or choose to use a 1 through 10 scale without expectations. Schools can even make comments available for staff to leave when recognizing students. The reward feature is really great and makes recognizing students very easy, but your classroom teachers are going to love being able to use their groups to be even more efficient. Staff can access their groups that they own or groups that they have favorited, but not only that, they can access all groups in the whole school, being PBIS Rewards is a school-wide solution. Favoriting a group is really easy. All you have to do is click the star in the top right corner of the group. It's essential to remember that your groups or your favorited groups are the ones that are available on the PBIS Rewards mobile app. But once you're ready to use the group, all you do is click on the one that you're in right now, and we can start rewarding these students. So we can reward an individual student, multiple students, the whole class, or part of the class. Select our expectations and reward. Not only can we reward points, but we can also redeem those points by clicking on the left side menu here. We can access our store events and raffles, as well as the school-wide store events and raffles. Not only can we redeem points, but we can issue referrals, do SEL check status updates and view those statuses. We can use the random button to volunteer a student or select a student at random to maybe participate. We can send messages to parents of the students in this group, and we can also edit the group a little bit. When it comes to redeeming in PBIS Rewards, we're going to touch on the stores first. There will automatically be a school-wide store within PBIS Rewards that can have a custom name. Each staff member can also have a My Store that they can run themselves, but functionally they work the same. So let's click in on the school store. Schools get to customize their own categories, their own items, and how much those items are worth. The checkout process is super easy. Just select the item the student likes, select checkout, select the student, and purchase that item. Events can also be a way to redeem points. Schools can create an event that costs a certain number of points. This could be for attendance to an event or something similar. Not only that, there are events that students can qualify for based on their earnings. And these qualifying events don't deduct those points. And then lastly, schools can also create events that reward points to students for attending. Schools can use this for encouraging attendance to an event or showing appreciation for their attendance. Raffles can also be used to redeem student points. Schools can use this to let students spend their points towards something that they want a chance to win at, or to recognize them for meeting a certain number of points in a time period for a chance to win a prize. Let's move on next to the enhanced features that are included with the base PBIS Rewards system at no additional cost. SEL Check is a feature that helps school staff quickly log an SEL check-in and track the social and emotional state of students. SEL Check statuses can be customized by each school. SEL Check monitors and identifies the risk level of SEL statuses. Students can also self-check if the school activates that within their settings. SEL checks can be started by staff from the reward screen, the groups page, and the SEL Check section. Let's see SEL Check in the PBIS Rewards web portal. With SEL Check, staff can easily update a student's emotion through their customizable statuses. All they have to do is find that student and then check their status and submit. SEL Check includes a student report and a staff report right on the SEL Check tab and in the intervention section of the reports. The SEL Check section will also identify those students who have been checked into a high-risk emotion most recently. Check-in, check-out is a feature included in PBIS Rewards that serves as a behavior intervention plan for students by providing digital entry and tracking of goals. Using the customizable check-in, check-out plan, students meet with a coach on a regular basis to establish and assess those goals. And then, students' teachers note the students' progress on their goals. Using check-in, check-out can help the students by providing increased reminders of goals, allowing staff to give more feedback to students, and creating a more established routine. If you need to add a custom intervention to PBIS Rewards, that can be done on the student dashboard. Let's check this out in the PBIS Rewards web portal. From the Check-in, Check-out Coach page, coaches can easily start a student's plan, check in a student for the day, check out a student, print their plan, or just see their progress throughout the day. From the Check-in, Check-out Teacher tab, staff can see the students in their classes that have check-in, check-out plans, or search for a student's plan. Then, they denote the student's progress towards each goal. Check-in, check-out reports are also included so that administrators and check-in, check-out coaches can monitor the progress and trends of the plans. PBIS Rewards includes teacher rewards, also known as workplace rewards for teachers. This is essentially PBIS for your staff members. The use of teacher rewards helps drive school values and increases peer recognition. Schools often use teacher rewards to recognize their staff for being PBIS champions. One of the neat accountability features within PBIS Rewards is Star Rewards. Star Rewards lets a staff member know they are on track with the completion of 3 stars. One is for logging in, one is for awarding points, and one is for meeting their points goal. If a staff earns all their star rewards that day, teacher rewards can be customized to automatically recognize them. Let's go visit teacher rewards in the web portal. Teacher rewards can be accessed right within PBIS Rewards. Staff can see their wall with posts from staff, announcements, and it can be used to publicly share when staff are being recognized. Schools can customize their own school values and what staff can earn points for within those school values. Staff can easily request their own points, or staff can recommend their peers be recognized as well. Staff can even spend their points through stores, events, raffles, and auctions. PBIS Rewards also has an optional add-on feature that schools can choose to include with their purchase of the system. This add-on is called the Advanced Referral System, or ARS. ARS tracks both major and minor disciplinary referrals through a customizable form. ARS can notify administrators when a major referral is completed, and staff can easily issue these referrals from their groups, the referral page, or even on the PBIS Rewards staff app. Let's issue a referral in the PBIS Rewards web portal. Just search for the student that is getting the referral. Select whether we are issuing a major or a minor. A major gets escalated to administrators, whereas a minor does not. Enter some key information about the behavior incident. Record that, and then either right away or at a later time, fill in the remaining information that is required. Once all that information is documented, the staff just submits that to the office, and if it's a major, it's handled by those administrators as I mentioned earlier. The reports that come along with ARS allow schools to see the big five: who, what, when, where, and how often. The PBIS Rewards staff app is definitely a favorite of many users. On the app, staff can easily reward and redeem points, use check and check out in SEL, issue referrals, and more. One of the best features of the staff app is the ability to reward points to students. Schools can even scan students' QR codes to give out points quickly. Schools have a few options when it comes to scanning. Schools can purchase ID badges from PBIS Rewards, print their own QR codes using the provided templates, use existing ID badges that have been tested and confirmed successful, or reward without ID badges because they are not required. Every feature that allows for scanning also supports searching for a student instead. With PBIS Rewards, schools can have access to parents and guardians via a parent letter that contains their unique access to the app. Their access shows their students' point balance and details, check-in and check-out information, store purchases, upcoming and registered events, and some major and minor referral data. They can even use the messaging to send and receive communication from school staff. Students can stay connected through the PBIS Rewards student web portal and student app. They can access their account through single sign-on options like Clever, ClassLink, and Google, or through an authorization code issued by a school staff. Once they gain access, the student app shows their points balance and details, check and check out information, store purchases, upcoming and registered events, some major and minor referral information, and if activated, SEL check history. Let's wrap things up with a quick review. PBIS Rewards is a digital PBIS management system. PBIS Rewards has features to reward, redeem, and report. It also includes these enhanced features. With the optional ARS add-on, PBIS Rewards can track disciplinary referrals. The system also includes a suite of apps for staff, students, and parents. PBIS Rewards helps schools create a positive climate in which every student can learn and grow academically, socially, and emotionally. Thank you.